a Mark 9 Jaguar from roughly this area where it sat for 45 years. While we were doing that, what we didn't realise, because the farm was so overgrown, is that behind it was a Citroën GS. And we thought that we'd dig that out as well and have a look at it, because it's an important car. It's celebrating 50 years this year. In 1971, it was the European Car of the Year. Immensely clever little thing. This one's got the flat 4 air-cooled engine, which is essentially two Citroën 2CV engines stuck together. They did make some of these with a rotary Wankel engine. There was a partnership there, but I believe only 3 or 4 of those ever came to fruition. I think only one is in private hands. I don't even know if any more survive. I believe there's one in a museum somewhere. But yeah, clever car, you know, very aerodynamic, very space age to look at for 1970. Fully independent suspension, drove great, just a lovely little thing. This one isn't, because it's been here since the dawn of time. But what we'll do now is we'll cut to the day in the rain where we were digging it out, and then we'll come back and have a look at it now in the cold light of actual sunshine. So while Johnny stares into the co-op van of many things.
I've seen some cool stuff in there, that's right.
Of course you have. While he does that, the tractor was getting a little bit warm. So we're sending it off for a rest to cool down, and then we're going to carry on trying to get the Jag out. But until then, we saw the GS, so we're going to try and unearth that a bit, aren't we?
Early GS, chrome bumpers. We'll pull this Land Rover cab out the way, and we'll see what state this is in. Unless the wind kills us, in which case we won't.
Yeah, there's every chance.
As is the case with all British farmyards, there's lots of bits of Land Rover lying around, and Simon's farm is no different. This is an early GS, you know. 1970, well, K-Reg 72.
Chrome bumper.
Chrome, well, was, yeah.
Is that meant to open like that?
Converter.
I think the converter's that's hinged.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Converter servo. Let's unearth it, see what on earth it's state in. It's a very different car to the Jag. Totally different era.
Still not in a good way.
No, more complete, shinier.
Shinier?
That's actually, that is not that bad. I mean, for a Citroën, I was expecting it to be much worse.
It's actually rusted through the roof.
Has it?
Yeah, there's a big hole in the roof.
Oh no. Early Citroën GS's had flat 4 engines. And like the Stunt 2CV from For Your Eyes Only ran one of these engines.
Because it was faster.
Well, it's double the power, basically, yeah. Maybe even more. So this would make a good engine donor if that's the case, and that's what Simon has kind of thought. This would have looked so cool in 72.
Sorry.
Look at this. Are you polishing it with shears?
But again, like the Jag, it's still got lots to give up.
There's loads of bright work on this car.
Bright work, glass.
It's such a stylish piece. Again, this is, like you said, this is a great organ donor,
yeah.
This car. And
like the Jag, it was complete when it was put there.
So basically, when the DS was being wound down,
they needed something.
The CX and the GS, and this is obviously smaller than the CX.
Yeah, this was your Ford Escort, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is your kind of flamboyant...
Middle of the road family car.
Yeah. And if memory serves me correct, I don't know if it's this model, but the radio was down... Sideways in the centre console, wasn't it?
Those crazy French.
I know, but just so ridiculous, but also so cool. I'm not going to open that door.
Well, considering the door wasn't moving on the inside.
There's the door, look. There. This is what makes these cars so fascinating. I mean, the Citroëns of this era were just so bold and unique. Look at the single spoke steering wheel. In there, look. Look at the shape of that dash. I mean, I know it's in a state of ruin, but we're nearly at the engine. We can ascertain whether it's got one, and then look, there's the van. There's that, what is that, 50s?
Yeah, it's an old Commer or Bedford or something.
Yeah. Ow. There's no front on it. It's just rotted off. It's got no face at all. If I just tread this out the way, whoa, I'm going to sweep all this toss off and that detritus.
This is why you've not been offered a gardening show.
Oh man,
I'd love to all this toss off.
Do you know, I think there's room for car-based countryfile. I really do. Oh dear.
Don't fall in that stream.
Right, let's do a bonnet lift.
Oh bless me, thinking you'd need a bonnet pull.
Ready? I mean, it's so thin and light. Oh my gosh, it's there.
Let's go all the way back with it.
I mean, it's sort of
it'll give the roof some protection.
It's sort of in pieces,
Oh my God.
but it is. Someone's obviously had an engine problem, which is probably why it was parked here. Taken this head off, look.
Flat four, look.
Yeah. There it is. There she blows.
Yeah, you've got no head on this side either.
So
no,
it's
no cover, sorry, cam cover.
what a cool engine though.
Cam cover, rocker cover, use your words, Chris.
Cool car. Obviously had rodents living in it. Probably one in the throat of the carb.
All the spheres for
All the spheres
suspension.
for the suspension. Yeah. What does that say? Oh, caution, use LHM mineral oil only. Yeah.
Bit past that.
Yeah, I think we are, sadly. There she blows. It's gone from bad to just appalling, hasn't it? It really has.
So there we go, as you can see, it's in quite a state. Don't think this will be a car to be restored. But again, like the Jaguar, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, I've got a GS and I need that chrome trim or I need that glass, let me know. We'll try and sort something out. The metalwork may be in a bad way, but the screen isn't. Screens don't rust, not to the best of my knowledge anyway. So if you have got a GS and you need a windscreen, that one looks really good. The bonnet, on the other hand, not so much. It's fully race spec now, it's lightened. This one, oh, well, you can see it's quite far gone. And you wouldn't want to sit in there anymore. There's quite a lot of cobwebs and vines, and it's probably had an angry badger living in it at some point. The sills have gone completely transparent. But even now with its single spoke steering wheel, you can see that it was a special car, especially for 1970. And what's special about this one, if I come around here, you'll notice the little badge on the back, which is Convertition, which I assume relates to the fact that this particular one isn't a hatchback. It looks like a hatchback, but it's not. The glass stays put. Instead, you've got the boot, which comes up like that. Bless, the struts still work. And the boot is actually massive. It's got most of the engine in it. I mean, they did make a hatchback GS, but this just isn't one of them. Yeah, look, light clusters are all good. The bumpers have seen better days, but the chrome trim, all that kind of stuff. If you've got a GS and you need that, you know where we are. The struts still work remarkably well. There's a box there. Probably don't want to look in that.